Hello, hello, hello. Just give me 1 second here until I get my camera straight. There, my microphone wires are now out of your picture. That's going to be all right, I think. Hello, hello, hello. It's Shel Anderson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight for Stamp with Shel. I encourage you to say hello and let me know where you're from in the comments. Hello, Michelle. Glad you could join. We are going to be having a play tonight with the Gorgeous Leaves bundle. This is a fabulous, fabulous bundle. As you can see, most of the stamps aren't even in the case because I was playing with the sample before this video. But it's beautiful, beautiful stamps as well as different outline die cuts as well as intricate die cuts. So we're going to have a play tonight with those, and I've done a little bit of prep work just so this video didn't go on too terribly long. And what I did is I just grabbed some scraps out of my scrap bin and I stamped the leaves. This is cinnamon cider on pumpkin pie. This is cherry cobbler on real red. And this is crushed curry on on bumblebee. Or daffodil. I'm not sure. One of those two. And then I just ran them through with the dies and cut those out. So those were all ready. And I also, where's my take your pick tool? Well, we're starting, well, there it is. I also die cut just a plain green leaf with this intricate die cut. And as you can tell, I did not get all my little pieces poked out because I was in a rush. I have been not feeling well this weekend and didn't know if I was going to be doing a video, to be honest with you. So this was kind of a last minute thing. So for this card, we are having a basic white card base, just a standard card base. And to that, I am going to add a piece of this, I can never remember this one, Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. And I'm going to just choose the green side just to give us a little background on there. Almost a sin to cover up that other side, but we're going to do it. We're just going to center that up on our paper. I'm going to move that out of the way for now. Like so. And set that aside. Now we're going to bring in, I cut this one with one of the stitched rectangles, the third largest. And we are going to do some stamping. Now, I need to clean my stamps because I'm going to use different color inks than I did last time. And by last time, I mean about 3 minutes ago. Like I said, I was in a rush. Okay, so this card is going to be predominantly green and white with a little pop of color. So I'm going to grab the Just Jade ink pad. And I want some kind of a neutral on here. So I'm going to go with soft suede. And I am just going to ink up this big blotchy stamp with soft suede and stamp it down twice. No rhyme, no reason, just stamping it down. And I think I'm going to keep this pad out because we're going to be making two cards tonight. So we'll use that for both. And then I need to find a greeting. How about this one from Garden Wishes? There's one in here that says, wishing you all the best. That's a great all occasion stamp. And I'll just get a block and we'll get that stamped on here. And I think right here in Just Jade. I'm just going to stamp this a couple of times. Then clean my stamp. And re-ink. There we go. That's looking good. Wish me luck. Press too hard. Got a little bit of a shadow. Very good. All right. And now we're going to grab this little tiny dotty stamp and we're going to add some hints of green on here just to pull in that color. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And now I can put that one away. We are going to bring this card back in, make sure it's opening the correct way. I really don't want to put that together wrong. I've done that before. And I'm just going to center this as best I can on this panel. You see how that green just kind of pulls the green from the background? And I am just going to start building my card. I have some Just Jade ribbon here. I'm going to pull a piece off here and I'm just going to make a little knot. And that is what I'm going to use to embellish this card, just a little wee knot. I'm just going to trim those tails down till I'm happy with them. If my scissors didn't keep slipping, I'd be happier. There we go. Now let's see if we can get this one to match. There we go. Alright, so we have this little knot that we'll be able to use to embellish. And then we're going to pull in some of these leaves. And I also did some copper leaves. I just grabbed some copper foil and I ran it through with the intricate leaves. Oops, there's one little piece left in there. And I thought these would kind of zazz it up a little bit too. So there's 3 different shapes of these leaves that I did. I don't know if we'll use all 3, but we have them. Alright, we're going to start with this big green one. And I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back side. And then we're going to pop that down right over here, but going off the edge a bit. Because we really want to bring that green, bring the green together. And then I have this red maple leaf. We're going to pop this one down like this, and as you can see, it's covering up a lot of that soft suede, and that's okay. That's the intention. That soft suede is just there as a background. And I'm just going to continue layering these leaves on. Until I'm happy. We might be here a while, eh, if I'm not happy. that's pretty. Very pretty. Oh, I still have a couple little bits in this top of this one. Let's get those out of there. There we go. Some glue. I think that is going to be just fine. I'm going to save this one. And I'm going to grab a glue dot. And I'm going to roll it up and place it on the back side of this knot. Maybe. Wants to stay on my finger. And I'm going to place that little bow right there at the bottom. Now, I also brought in some champagne rhinestones. These are going to pull this all together. Because these rhinestones, I'm going to chase that around there for a while, I guess. These rhinestones are going to coordinate very well with this copper embossing or copper foil. All right, and we could put a greeting on the inside. We could put some of these leaves on the inside afterwards, but that is our first card, and you see how easily that came together. We're going to make one more tonight, and if you stick around to the end of the video, you will see a third one that I made earlier using the pansy paper. And that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Pansies? All right, so this one we're going to aim for the blue colors. And this paper is from the same paper pack as the last one. And not pretty, but we're going to use this side tonight. And I'm going to try to do this one vertical instead of horizontal. So we're going to pop this right down. Try to center that up. I see I'm not quite scored properly. Fix that. That looks better. All right, so this one's going to go horizontally, or sorry, vertically. So we're going to go this way with this one. I'm just going to set this one aside, and I am going to bring in the Misty Moonlight ink pad. And I am going to go backwards to what I did last time. I'm going to clean this stamp. And on the big stamp, I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. And we're going to go here and here. Yes. All right, and then I'm going to bring in the smaller stamp, and I'm going to use the soft suede. We'll just do this one backwards. And really, there's no rhyme or reason as to how I'm stamping that. I just want a little bit of a background there. All right, so that was Misty Moonlight and Soft Suede. Now we're going to bring in that greeting, that exact same greeting, but we're going to bring back that Misty Moonlight, and we're going to stamp that greeting up at the top this time, because I'm not going to have a whole lot of room down here at the bottom. Wishing you all the best. Now, Hopefully I don't get my big head in the camera. Hopefully it's straight. Good. I'm happy with that. All right. Now, just to change things up, actually, let's build this first. I'm going to change things up just a wee little bit. I'm going to build this one on the opposite side of the card this time, so that more of that background is going to be showing when we're done. Just getting rid of all of this little pieces of paper. Oh, still one in there. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And I may only use these three. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to lay this one down first, and I'm only going to glue the bottom half because I want it to lift up off the edges of the paper. And we'll go off the edge just a wee bit. I'm going to grab my bone folder and I'm going to just curl these just a wee bit. I want this one to have a little bit more dimension. Once again, I'm just putting the adhesive on the bottom half. I'm going to have to hold this one for a minute. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Just kind of curl it up a little bit. Break down the fibers in that paper a bit. Isn't that pretty? I love that all that blue is showing. All right, now we will grab some of these leaves. And add them on. Maybe, if I can get all the little bits out. All right, get all those little bits stuck to the glue on my fingers. All right, number one, we're going to tuck in there. Once again, we're going to leave that top portion open. And then we're going to use this one. I'm going to put that one right over this yellow one. Just hold it for a minute. There we go. All right. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Maybe. And we're going to pop this one up just to give it lots and lots of dimension. And I never even looked at this one and considered ribbon, but we can add afterwards. No problem at all. All right, let's bring this card back. Make sure it's opening correctly. And we're going to center this up like so. Now it's time. Oh, you know what? I'm going to bring in the bow maker, and I'm going to try a gingham bow. Not a big one, just a little one. Just to add a little something something. I may not like it, but we'll see. Well, that's well stuck on there. There we go. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to put it right under the greeting. Yeah, it's really different with the blue. I love it. Michelle, sorry I was not looking at your comments. Thank you so much for your kind words. Another thing I'd like to try after doing these is I would like to try them with just not these leaves, with the intricate leaves and the foil leaves. Just all intricate ones. I think that would be pretty too. And I am just putting a glue dot on the back of these tails so that we can tame them a little bit. And then we're going to trim them. Tuck it under. There we go. Now it's time for these beautiful copper, I guess they're not copper, they're champagne rhinestones. And I'm just going to scatter a few around just to say hello. Where do I want this? Where do I want this? Oh, let's just put it there. There we go. All right, let me bring this up close to the camera so that you can see this up close. And I hope you can see all the beautiful sparkle. I really, really like this blue one. Surprisingly, but I do. So this was Misty Moonlight and Soft Suede for the background. And this one was Soft Suede and Just Jade. And then this one that I made earlier, I didn't even put a greeting on. This one is the paper from the Pansies. And this is Soft Suede and Bumblebee. All right, so there we have all three of our Gorgeous Leaves cards. I thank you so very much for joining me tonight, and I apologize if I'm not my normal chipper self, but like I said, I'm not feeling very well. We had our flu shots on Thursday night and we're both sick, so we're just good time to be not feeling all 100%, but today's been a jammy day, and I just had to come up with something tonight because I missed Friday night and I didn't want to miss 2 in a row. Anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 6:30. Bye-bye.